Okay, so I am doing this just a little bit later since I finished log 7, and I'm really inspired to keep working on this. So I think I'm gonna start doing with the start working on the minimap right away, and it should be really simple because I should be able to piggyback on the current map work. So let's do that. Okay, so let's start by opening up Godot Game World with the editor. There we go. Okay, and we have our UI node here. So we're going to add something. So we're going to add a viewport container. Then we're going to add a viewport. And then we're going to add a tile map. And this is our minimap. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Minimap with lowercase m. But you know what? Forget about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another tile set, and I've created a pixel for the player, but I might as well just use this one for the map as well. So it's a black pixel. Let's find that. So new tile, select that doodle, and let's make the 1 1 and then modulate that to another color. Let's use yellow. Okay, and then we need to have a player as well. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a node 2D, and this is gonna be our minimap. And right, there we go. And we just call this tile map, and a sprite for our player. And that can then have our black pixel in there. There we go. Bosh. Right, okay, so now we have our tile map. We have our let's see, where's the center of the world? There it is. Okay, that is way too big. It's trying to do 64 by 64. We're gonna 2 by 2, which create this sort of oddly hang on, nothing's being drawn here. You know what we don't have? We don't have a camera. I do believe that we need a camera 2D, and we're gonna add that to the player. Let's make that current. So there we go. Let's make this into our own. There we go. So now if we jump into this one, I'm not sure why they're black though. I thought I set these to be yellow. So that ain't right. That is not right at all. And that is black. It is not yellow. Right. Okay. Tell you what. Leave it yellow, and let's make we'll come back and fix that. Let's make the player yellow then. Okay. Nothing is being yellow. I might possibly be doing this wrong. Nothing's turning up. Is it because it's 1 pixel? What's going on? All right, forget about it. Let's just go with this, okay? We'll have black and black. It's not gonna make any sense, but we'll be able to maybe see the map being generated at least. Okay, so we draw some pixels there. Run it. Can we see the pixels up here in the corner or anywhere? No, we cannot. We cannot. Why is that? Camera is current. And okay, let's just do oh right, you know, how big is this viewport container? There we go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it that big. Now there, let's have 96 by 64. The viewport in here is supposed to grow based on the viewport container, but I wonder if it for some reason doesn't. So let's try that. Alright, there we go. There's our map up there in the corner. Let's see what happens if we set these back to 0. Oh no, that was the wrong thing. There you go. Okay. No, okay. It's supposed to, according to the documentation, it's supposed to grow, but it doesn't. Maybe I misread it, but either way, here we go. We can see our little guys there. So that's a minimap. Okay, right, now we're gonna get the coordinates that we used to populate the big map. to also populate this minimap. So next up, let's do that. Okay, so I went back into Godot and changed the 1x1 pixel to a 4x4 pixel. I have seen a bug in the past with the shader that I've wrote that didn't work with a one pixel in height. I keep getting warnings, and now this works if I change the pixel size to be more than 1. So I think that this is a bug in Godot, but I don't know. I'll look into it later. Anyway, so now I'm going to look at what the path is because it's long. So it is UI viewport container. Can I copy path? Is that a thing? It is a thing. Okay. Was that? Yeah, never mind. Anyway, right. So, hey, there we go. Okay. Game world. Time map. You know what? Let's time map. There we go. And then let's find a path map and change it to that. That should get our minimap, I think. No, that gets us to our node 2D, which in return has a tile map. That's the one we want. There we go. So this is now our minimap. And now we have a tile map. So let's add a minimap here. Minimap. You know, it's gonna be one word, minimap. Okay, we're just gonna live with that. There we go. Now that doesn't exist, so we're gonna make that. So we're gonna use this tile map for our minimap. So let's just do a new type. Pump struct minimap tile map. There we go. And then we are. Well, that's not gonna work. But that is gonna work. Okay, right. So we've converted our we take a minimap takes a tile map, which is a minimap. All right, etc., etc. Okay, all right. So back to our minimap in question. So now we need to update this. We need to have that to be a minimap. And then we need a mutable minimap here too. Minimap. Oh, the typos are flowing. Minimap.clear. Okay, well, we're gonna have to add the .0 there. And now, every time we set this guy, if and only if the type is one of the visible types, which is just 0 for now. So we say if tile ID is equal to 0, then do this. So minimap 0, because we need to get that. And we know that that's gonna be a 0. And it's gonna complain about this because that's actually being dereferenced here. So that's a reference, so we'll do that here. We can dereference that. Okay, right. We're not out of the woods. There we go. Fix that. Hey. Okay, and that seems to be building all right. So now, fingers crossed, if I go back to Godot and run this, we should see the minimap have the same pattern, except empty pixels in between, right? And no player position yet, but we should do that. I've named it player, but it's actually the camera location. Anyway, right, onwards to Godot and have a look at this. And if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna, if there's something silly, I'm just gonna fix it behind the scenes and then tell you about it. Hey, okay, right, so I don't know if this is entirely, okay, we got this pixel cluster here, we got 4 going down and 2 up, and that looks to be like these ones, and then we have 1 above and then 2 there. So this is very much it. This is our minimap. It's a bit wide, and it looks like it's yeah, that guy is supposed to be in the middle. So, okay, let's go and do the next thing now. The next thing's gonna be figuring out how I'm going to move the camera and then have the camera update the position on the minimap. But this was really short, but I just want to throw that in there. So that's it. Thank you.